Hi there, and welcome to day one of our 14-day yoga challenge. I am so happy that you're here and that you're going to join me for this yoga flow. Today's yoga class is focusing on the whole body. It's going to be a deep stretch, allowing you to leave the mat feeling much better and refreshed. So when you're ready, let's unroll your mat and get started. We're starting off in a wide-legged child's pose. Go ahead and kneel at the back of your mat and then open your knees wider than hip distance apart. Lowering the upper body down in between of the knees, stretching out the arms in front of you and relaxing the forehead on the floor. Go ahead and close out your eyes, arriving in this present moment in your body. Begin to deepen your breath, breathing deeply in and out of your belly. With every exhalation, sinking further into the floor, letting go of any thoughts, any tension, anything that has been going on in your day to day. Let go of that and arrive in this moment. Try to establish a deep breath now and keep it throughout the practice, allowing that breath to guide you from movement to movement. Gently bringing your knees together, sliding the arms further towards the front so your hips are lifting off and are directly on top of your knees. The forehead is still touching the floor. You're arriving in your puppy pose, stretching out the upper body, the shoulders area. And if you want to go a little bit further into this stretch, feel free to lift off your hands and balance on the elbows, bringing the palms together over your head. With every exhalation, allowing the chest to sink further towards the floor. Taking one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Placing the hands onto the floor, pressing it up into a tabletop position. Inhale, reaching the right hand out to the side and up, gazing upwards. Exhale, bringing the hand down underneath your belly through to the left, resting the right shoulder onto the floor and gazing over to the left side. And as you exhale, you're lifting yourself back up into a tabletop position. Now inhale, left hand swings out to the side and up. Exhale, bringing it down and under, resting the left shoulder on the mat, gazing over to the right. With every exhalation, sinking a little bit further into this twist. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, and push yourself back up. From a tabletop position, tuck under the right toes and slide them towards the back, extending the right leg. And then move the left foot over so it's leaving the mat. Turn the hip open towards the right side, lift the right foot off the ground and the right hand up and then down towards the head. You're building one straight line with your whole body. Your core is active. As you exhale, bend the right leg, bring the hand towards the foot and then push into the hand. So you're creating an arch with your body, stretching out the right hip flexors and the front part of your body. Inhale. Exhale, pushing into the hand. And then release, coming back to tabletop position. Tucking under the left toes, sliding them to the back, making the right foot leave the mat. And then lift everything off, your left foot and the hand. You're building one straight line. Inhale, everything is active. Exhale, bend the left leg, reach the left hand to the left foot, and then push into the hand, creating an arch here, stretching out the front part of your body. And release, coming back to tabletop position, tucking under your toes, lifting off the knees and sending the weight to the back into a downward facing dog. Make sure that your head is relaxed. If your hamstrings are a little bit tight, lift off the heels or bring a bend into the legs. Make sure that the shoulders are away from the ears, your spine is long and straight, and you're pushing the weight from your hands towards the back, lengthening the spine. Your hips are reaching up high. Slowly over time, as your body is warming up, work towards straightening your legs and grounding down through your heels. Now inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, bend into the knees, look to the front, and walk your feet towards the hands. With your fingertips touching the mat, bring a bend into one leg at a time, stretching out your legs and the outsides of your hips. Slow and controlled movements here, still breathing deeply into your belly. Finding stillness here with a very small bend in your knees, come all the way up into a standing pose. Activate your whole body here, so engage your legs, your core, drawing the shoulders up, then back and down away from the ears. Your shoulder blades are drawing together, opening the chest, then lifting off the right leg, bringing the knee close towards the chest, and as you exhale, placing the right ankle on top of the left knee and squatting down into the left leg. Arriving here into figure 4, so the right knee is dropping outwards and down. Be very gentle here. Flexing the right foot, so you're keeping a 90-degree angle. Bring the hands together in front of the chest, and with every exhalation, sinking down a little bit further, gazing onto one point that is not moving. On the next inhalation, come back up into a standing pose, lifting the right knee off and up again, and then without touching the floor, stepping the right foot towards the back into a high lunge pose. Your hips are showing to the front. Inhale, reach the hands up. As you exhale, bring the hands together in front of the chest and then twist towards the left, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale here. Exhale, twisting further. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bringing the upper body to face the front, stepping to the front of the mat, giving it a small shake in your legs, your arms. Finding stillness again, inhale, lift off the left knee close towards the chest. Exhale, placing the left ankle onto the right knee, squatting down into the right leg. Left knee is dropping down and outwards. Hands together in front of the chest, gazing onto one point that is not moving. Now inhale, come back up, drawing the left knee close to the chest. Exhale, without touching the floor, stepping the left foot to the back into a high lunge. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands together in front of the chest, twisting to the right by bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Exhale, twist. Make sure that the right knee is not going above the right toes, but staying on top or slightly behind. Very well done. Coming back to center, stepping to the front of the mat. Make sure that your big toes are touching and there's a small gap between your heels. Your whole body is active here, palms facing towards the front. Inhale, reach the hands up, gaze upwards. Exhale, folding forwards from the hips, relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift to a straight spine. Exhale, placing the hands onto the floor. Step or hop towards the back and lower yourself down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Elbows close by your body. Inhale, snake forwards to open the chest. Exhale towards the back, downward facing dog. Relax the head, stay here for one breath. Inhale. Exhale, pushing the weight towards the back. Bring your feet together. As you inhale, lift off the right foot towards the back. Try to keep your hips squared so they are not opening up just yet. Pressing the weight from the hands towards the back. And then as you exhale, actively open up the hip, flex the foot, and feel free to bring a bend into the right leg. Coming onto your right fingertips and gazing up underneath your right armpit up towards the sky or the ceiling. Really bringing an openness across your body into this pose. Closing the hips, stepping the right foot to the front in between of the hands, dropping down onto the left knee. Grounding down through the left hand. Inhale, right hand reaches up. Exhale to the back, lifting off the left toes and finding a bind here. Allowing your right knee to drop outwards, balancing on the outside of your right foot. Be very gentle here, opening your chest up, gaze up. And then releasing the bind, tucking under the left toes, lifting off the left knee, slowly walking the right foot further towards the back, and then open up towards the right side. So you're sinking down with your left hip reaching towards the ground, right hand towards the back. Balancing here also on the outside of the right foot. Inhale, gently push yourself up. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now bringing both of the hands to the front of the mat and then drawing the right knee towards the right wrist and the right foot towards the left wrist. Slowly sinking down into this pigeon pose. Stay active here by placing the fingertips onto the floor and actively open up your chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. Place both of the hands firmly onto the floor. Step it to the back into a downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale, relax the head. Bring both of your feet together. Inhale, lift off the left foot towards the back. First, keep your hips squared. As you exhale, open up, flex the left foot, and then bring a bend into the left leg, coming on top of the fingertips of the left hand and gazing underneath your left armpit up towards the sky or the ceiling, really opening up the front body here. Coming back to squared hips, stepping the left foot to the front in between of the hands, dropping down onto the right knee, grounding down firmly through the right hand. Inhale, left hand reaches up. Exhale to the back, lifting off the right toes and finding a bind here. Allowing the left knee to drop outwards and balance on the outside of your left foot. Open up the chest and gaze upwards. Releasing the bind, placing both of your hands onto the floor, tucking under the right toes, lifting off the right knees, and gently stepping the left foot slightly further towards the back. And then sinking down with your right hip towards the floor, open up to the left side. Left hand is reaching up and then to the back. Inhale, gently push yourself up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, push yourself up, place both of the hands onto the floor, and then draw the left knee to the left wrist, left foot towards the right wrist, sinking down into pigeon pose on the other side. Stay active here. Actively push into both of your hands, bringing the left foot closer towards the right hip. And then again sinking down. Now moving the right leg around over the right side to the front, bringing a bend into it and stacking both knees on top of each other. Both of your feet are on both sides of your hips. Grounding down through both of your sit bones. Arriving into this cow face pose. From here, we're transitioning into a yogic squat pose. So move your upper body to the left, gently stand up, and then sink down into a yogic squat. So your toes are turning outwards and you're squatting down. Make sure that you're not just sinking into your flexibility, but you're really strengthening and activating your muscles here. Bring the palms together in front of the chest, and with the upper arms, press the knees outwards to open up the hips. And from here, we're transitioning into cow face on the other side. So keep rotating towards the left and sit back down with your knees stacked on top of each other and the feet to the sides of your hips. Breathing into that stretch. From here, extending both of your legs forwards. Make sure that your spine is long and straight. And if that's not possible with keeping straight legs, don't worry, just bring a small bend into your legs. Make sure that your feet are active, so you're flexing your feet, toes are pointing upwards. Now inhale, swing the hands up. Exhale, fold forwards from the hips. Try to keep that strong and long spine. And then actively start to round your spine one vertebrae at a time. Head is sinking down heavy towards your knees. Rolling yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, swing the hands up, straight and long spine. Exhale, folding forward with that straight spine. Continue to breathe deeply into your belly and then exhale actively around your spine. The head is dropping down heavy towards the knees. And roll yourself up. One more time. Inhale, swing the hands up. Exhale, folding forwards with that straight spine. And then relax, round your spine one vertebrae at a time. Feel how your spine is lengthening here. Your whole spine is being stretched out. And then roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Open your legs out to the side. Your feet are still flexed. Rotate your upper thighs outward so you're creating space. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forwards from the hips into that space in front of you. Also, keeping that straight spine here, just go as far as your spine allows you to still be straight. With every exhalation, sinking slightly further down, rotating your thighs to the back to create that space, allowing you to sink down further. And slowly push into your hands, come all the way back up, rolling yourself down into a laying position one vertebrae at a time. Placing both of your feet onto the floor, make sure that with your longest finger you can touch your heels. Press into your feet and your arms and lift your hips up into a bridge pose. Exhale, roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time, very slow and controlled movements here. Inhale, lift up, and this time stay up. Interlace your hands, tuck in one shoulder, then the other to really open up your chest. Lengthen your neck by drawing the chin slightly towards your chest. With every inhalation, sending the hips slightly further up. Reconnecting with your deep breathing that we established beginning of the class. Inhale. Exhale, release the interlaced hands and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Now placing the right ankle on top of the left knee. Coming into our laying figure four pose. And if you want to intensify the stretch, wrap your hands around the left thigh and gently lift off that contraction closer towards you, pressing the right knee away from you. One more breath here. And then release, switching up the sides, placing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Keeping your left foot flexed, left knee is dropping down and away from you. If you want to intensify, wrap your hands around the right thigh, lifting it up and closer towards you. One more breath. And then release. Extending both of your legs, and then bring in the right knee close towards your chest, really hugging it in, squeezing yourself. Placing the left hand on top of the right knee, extending the right arm out and away from you. And then with your left hand on the right knee, moving it over to the left side. Gazing over towards the right, into your twist. You have the option here to bring a bend into the left leg and move it up towards the right hand, so you're finding a bind here. Closing the circle of yourself. Gently releasing, coming back into a laying pose. Your right leg is extended and now moving in the left one, really hugging yourself, making yourself small, and placing the right hand on top of the left knee, moving it over towards the right side, extending the left arm away from you and gazing over towards those left fingertips. If you created a bind on the other side, go ahead and bring a bend into the right leg and move it up towards the left fingertips. And then releasing. Coming back to center, extending both of your legs, gently opening them up and allowing your feet to drop outwards. Relaxing your arms on the floor, palms facing upwards, then close your eyes, arriving in your final resting pose, Savasana. Begin to relax your whole body, starting off with your feet, your shins, your calves, relaxing your knees and your thighs, your hips, dropping your lower back towards the floor, relaxing your spine, your shoulder blades, dropping the belly down towards the floor, relaxing your open chest, from the shoulders down through the upper arms, elbows, forearms, into the wrists and every single finger, all the way into the nails. Relax your neck, your chin and your jawline, your tongue, your cheekbones, your lips, your nose, your eyes, and the forehead. Everything becomes heavy and relaxed. There's nothing to do and nowhere else to be except here on your mat in this moment. Bring awareness again to your breath. Notice how and where you're breathing into. If you're breathing into your belly or your chest. If you're breathing fast or slow, deep or shallow. Without changing, just notice. And notice your body. Notice if there are any body parts that are feeling extremely well, full of energy. And if there are any body parts that are not feeling as great. Bring your attention into those areas. Breathe into those areas. Gently coming back to this present moment by moving your toes, your fingertips. Keep your eyes closed until the very end. Move in your legs and then roll over to the right side. Stay here for a moment. And when you're ready, gently press yourself up into seated position, still with your eyes closed. Bring the palms together in front of the chest. Let's take one more deep breath together. Inhale deeply through your nose into the belly. Exhale, open the mouth and sigh out. Don't be afraid to make noises. Very well done. Gently bring a smile towards your face. Bow the head down towards the hands. And blink open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow for another flow. Have an amazing day.